Hey, Texans dropped the ball Monday Night Football. Your host Blastoff, he back. Uh, I'm just stepping back, man, coming back up. I know it's kind of late, but I just made it in maybe 30, 40 minutes ago. I had a drive and traffic was bad around the stadium. Texans dropped the ball, man. They lose, 19-20. In a game that honestly, I don't know what to say, guys, about what happened. I was hyped up. I hyped the show up, but this is the Ryl Texans Talk. So by this being the Ryl Texans Talk, I got to do what I said I was going to do. And I said if the Texans lose, I was going to make my way back here because I was celebrating early. And I'm still going to celebrate regardless if we won or lost. But I said that I was going to come back here and I was going to eat crow. Buck Wild or Bucks Jack, I forgot your name, bro. But we had a little chat on the way back here. And, I'm basically, just honoring my word, man. It was a mess out here today. Something's just not right. I gotta say this off the top. Something not right with CJ, man. I think, and it dates back to an episode I did last year where I asked the question, is CJ Stroud broken? And I don't know. I'm not trying to jump the gun here. It's first of all, this was a team loss. It was a team loss. We're not gonna blame it all on one person or one part of the game because the defense basically didn't do their job at the end of the game when they gave the Bucks a go ahead, touchdown, and they had the Bucks in at like the 1 yard line or something. I'm not sure, but the Bucks were able to drive all the way downfield and get a score. And undisciplined football combined with undisciplined tackling and penalties and things of that nature, all that caused, us to drop the ball today, man. I mean, we just dropped the ball today. I don't know how else to put it. Maybe something's going on internally or something. Maybe something, maybe they're gonna have a players meeting or something of that nature. Because what's happening here is just not. It just doesn't sit right with me. I'm not understanding what happened with these boys. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to bed. It's Monday night. We got to go to work. I was going to make this short and sweet, but I was going to tap in and just talk about a little bit of what happened. I took some stats down. CJ Stroud today went 13 of 24 for 207 yards. He threw for a touchdown. And that seemed to set the tone early on in the game when the game took off initially. CJ had a good deep pass. I think the first drive. Yeah, the first drive to Nico Collins. He was holding the ball way too long today. What's up, Chandler? How you doing, bro? Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I'm here tapping in, man. We gotta discuss what's going on. I said I was gonna tap back in after the game. After I hyped these boys up earlier, and I did, say that I was gonna come back here and eat crow. Because I mean, but why else would we think different? I mean, we had every reason to believe that these guys were just shaking off rust from a new offensive coordinator. Somebody said today, these boys out here in Houston, maybe Houston ain't the place for these guys. They gonna turn up because it's gonna be a turn up city. They not focusing. Why in places like Green Bay? It ain't nothing out there in Green Bay. It ain't nothing out there in Kansas City like it is out here in Houston. These football winning town, Pittsburgh. Maybe the turn up is too big because these guys look lethargic. They look undisciplined. Did they go out this weekend? Did they party yesterday? They had the day off. I don't understand what happened. I'm not understanding what happened, man. The tackling was horrible. The Texans gave up total between Bucky Irving was killing us, between Rashard White was killing us. You know, man, I'm not sure. Bucky Irving had a 17 catches for 71 yards. Rashard White had 10 carries for 65 yards on the ground. This is on the ground. We would have never expected this from this defense. Baker Mayfield had 3 carries for 33 yards, including, you know, that 15-yard scramble on the 4th and 10, man, to end the game, bro. They were dead to rights. Suafilo. Toa had him, but gave him a little too much space, and he squirrels next to his offensive line, and he was able to escape. I mean, he balled out, man. He looks off bad, bro. I'm reading. You know, I'm reading posts and things like that, and everybody's, you know, is saying that, you know, hey, Stroud looks off. And that's a fact. And I got some clips because I was at the game. And it was 2 important clips that exposed that mentality to me. Because I you know, at first I was more or less like, At first I was more or less like, you know, the offensive line, the play. But bro, I seen some things, and I'm going to show you some footage from what I got that perfectly describes why I feel as though CJ Stroud is now struggling. You know, why he's struggling. Hey man, you know, if you go back and check out my episode, Chandler Hollis, if you go back and check out my episode, bro, I did last year after, I want to say it was the Detroit Lions game. Yeah. And I posed the question, is Stroud broken? Or maybe it was the Ravens game. I'm not. I think it was the Detroit game. But he's not playing smart football. The brother is not playing smart football right now. It's like he's holding on the ball. He's not seeing the field well. You know, he had 2 passes that were almost interceptions, and I'm gonna show you one here. In a second. Let me pull it up. I got some footage. Like I say, I put some footage up because I just was a part. I had to put this out there because this was crazy. You know, here's the first one I want to show. Here's the first one. I want to show this one first. This one. Okay, here we go. Let me play this first clip for you. Because this was like when I was like, okay, something not right. Shout out to Larry and Stafford, man. I ran into that brother in the lobby, man, and he posed the question to me, and I was like, nah, he all right. But you know, I got a piece of footage here. I want you to check this out and see what I saw that had me, after I came back from halftime, that had me posing the same question that the fan next to me was posing before halftime, and that when I ran into, you know, Larry in the hallway, he passed the same question. You know, this is what threw me off. If we look, this was like a second and you know, 10 or something. I'm not sure, but just watch CJ Stroud's eyes, and watch how he, you know, handles this pass. Watch how he handles this pass. Look, okay. Look at that. Who was he throwing that to? This was later in the game. I'm sorry. This is like, why are you doing that? There's nothing but offensive linemen in your face, brother. So why is he throwing that ball? Let it run, let it run. Y'all got to get a glimpse of this. Why is he doing this? Who was he throwing it to? Nobody was there. There's nobody but offensive linemen to his back. Nobody. Why would you even throw that? That's not smart football. You throwing off your back foot. You're throwing off your back foot. Your feet not set. You couldn't get any arm up under that ball. That was not an intelligent play. That was not an intelligent play. To throw it at the ground. Don't throw it at someone's feet, man. Excuse me. Throw it at someone's feet. Don't throw it at someone's back like that. That had me, questioning, what am I looking at here? I mean, this was horrible, man. Yeah. And so I don't know what to say either, Chandler. I don't know what to say, bro. I honestly, I'm like you, bro. I don't know what to say to that. that was weird, but that's not the only one. This is another one that I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up another one that's gonna show, I'm gonna pull up another one that's gonna show. Man, I'm with you, Chandler. I can't wait for him to get his swag back, Brody. I'm not even gonna lie. So I got another one that I want to show you. Yeah, right here. This is the one. Okay, I got another one I want to show you. Like, dude, he almost threw another one. This was another one he almost threw. And these are like, you can see clearly like something's not right. Something's not right. Let me pull up this other one. I got it ready right here. Yeah, man. Something's clearly not right with Brody. Yeah, I got to put this. I want to put this whole play out there. I got to put the whole screen. Like I can't see what I want you to see what this guy's doing here, guys. This guy was tripping, man. Okay, here we go again. Watch CJ his decision making in real time. This is like elementary, dude. The worst of the worst can make this play. Watch. Man, why would you even throw that late? You noticed Nico Collins at the last minute, but it was too late to throw that ball. I'm gonna run it back. He noticed Nico Collins at the last minute, but it was too late to throw that ball. So why would you even throw this? Why would you even throw that? I'm appalled by what I saw. Justin Watson was, if you look, Justin Watson, man, you had Dalton. Was that Dalton Schultz? Is that Schultz running across that other way? Yeah, you had Schultz running, looked like he ran a drag route. Yeah, I mean, dude, Nico. If you would have hit Nico, he waited too late to hit Nico. And that's just the point blank period of it. He waited way too late to try to go after Nico. That wasn't, that wasn't what that was, man. I was just appalled by what I saw, man. He hit Nico way too late. Look, Justin Watson. You could have hit Justin right there right over the linebacker. Looks like he was right over the linebacker. Justin Watson, have a little patience. Justin Watson goes right in linebacker between the safety. Between the safety right there. You could have hit him right there. So I don't know, man. I was just turned off by all of that. So I'm starting to see that something is wrong. Something is wrong here, guys. And then let's not put all the blame on CJ. I'm just pointing out he's the leader of the squad. So we have to address what he's going through, what he's facing. Houston took a 19-4 lead after Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb, hey, shout out Nick Chubb. Yeah, you think the O-line look good, Chandler? I think they look good, but CJ was sacked 3 times. I don't know if that's he was holding the ball a lot. He's supposed to get that. You only get allowed it. The best QBs are allotted, 2 to 3 seconds. Hey, man, shout out to Hollis, bro. Shout out. But yeah, I'm not understanding what is the game plan here. Nick Caley's offense is supposed to be, this intricate, I don't know. I'm just down, man. I got a pain right here in my chest. And I don't know, man. I got a black eye. From watching this game. At the end of the day, man, they're gonna have to clean this up. We got to go to Jacksonville next week, and Jacksonville is looking. The division is not weak anymore, and Cam Ward is looking like the real deal. Even though they're 0-2, Cam Ward is looking like the real deal. Like, he can make all the throws. He has the confidence. He has the leadership abilities, the tangibles. They just got to get their stuff together out there. And when they do, and when they figure that out, that's gonna be another headache in the division. The Colts are currently, the Colts are currently 2-0. So we down 0-2, and we got to chase these boys. And they don't look like they're slowing down. Look like they're starting to get it figured out. I don't know what we're gonna have to do, man. But I was just disappointed in what I saw. Had a good time at the game until it wasn't a good time. I'd rather them lose up front instead of play with our hearts like that and letting them go down the field and going ahead and get that touchdown. Just go ahead. If you're gonna drop the game, drop the game. What I saw, the defense, they act like they couldn't tackle for to save their life. If their life depended on it. I don't know. Like I say, Bucky Irvin ran for 71 yards, had 6 receptions. He was just all over the place. Mayfield had 33 yards. He was having his way out there, guys. Rashard White, 65 yards. They combined for 169 yards on the ground, man. Nico Collins had 3 receptions. They got to figure out a way to get Nico that ball, man. And another thing I'm going to say is this team needs wide receivers. It just needs wide receivers, man. The youngsters aren't getting it done. They not. Let's be honest. We can see what dynamic. Anybody that knows football can see how Tank Dell was going to be dynamic when I was singing his praises before he even touched the field. When he was drafted, I was singing his praises like that guy is elite. And imagine you got 2 guys like that the defense has to account for. They were flooding, Nico Collins. We're going to need these young guys. Got to develop. You got to give them time to develop. True enough, but what we're dealing with here is, something that they're going to have to get figured out and got to get it figured out quick. This hurts. As real Texas fans, Monday night game, we invest our time. We ride out there to the stadium. We ride this merchandise. We spend money on the high concessions, the parking. The season tickets went up $300 to $400, and I'm be honest, the product on the field, D'Amico got to answer questions. Why in the third quarter, when you were down 10 to 14 on the 4th down, y'all wanted to go for? I know hindsight is 2020, but I was in the crowd screaming, just kick the field goal. It still got plenty of game left. I think it was at the end of the third quarter, or they had like 8 minutes in the 4th or something like that. I got to go back and watch the tape. But it was a point where they went forward and CJ, the play was blown dead. They took Joe Mixon out the game. They tried to get him to scramble. They tried to give him the ball to goal line, to go. They couldn't get it in. That's a testament to your offensive line's push. These boys aren't tough enough yet. I don't know what it's gonna take, but it's hard, man. It's so hard to win in this league, and D'Amico, he's not without fault. The defense is not without fault. CJ is not without fault. The offensive line gave up 3 sacks, and some of them, CJ was just holding the ball. Did you notice Mayfield would get rid of that ball a lot more? He took sacks he just couldn't avoid because, Daniil and Will are beasts like that. And congratulations to Daniil for getting his 100th sack. I think he's like the 5th fastest to reach 100 sacks in the league or something like that, history. I'm not sure. But shout out to him for that. I'm not sure what is it going to take to get these guys on track and get them, get us balling again, man. We just want the ball, man. What happened to we want the 2023 Texans back. We want the 2023 Texans back. We want the 2023 C.J. Stroud back, the 2023 DeMeco Ryans back, the 2023 offensive line back. And how you going to get them back? You can't win for losing. You got Larry Tunsil who was jumping outside, but, hey, he was protecting Stroud and had Stroud confident that he was going to be okay. I don't think that Stroud is trusting this offensive line, but that's his own fault. You got to play ball. You get paid. He got a contract coming up. Looking at, are you going to sign this guy to $60 million if we drop to 4 and 13? 12 and 5, 5 and 12. Are you gonna give him a big crazy contract at this point? Yeah, man. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know. I need to get Jalen O more involved. He had a great kick return to start the game off too, man. In the fourth quarter. Got us down there for the score. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I'm just taken aback. I'm lost for words. I didn't expect it to. I mean, and it's not the sky's not falling. The building is not on fire. True enough. But we gonna need some answers about why things aren't getting cleaned up from last year. It's still the same problems from last year. You'd think after all this time, these guys would have got it figured out. I don't know, guys. I want to listen to his. DeMeco had a press conference, and let's check out what he had to say, guys. Let's check him out. Let's check out what Coach said, because I want to hear what he had to say to answer for these. He's putting onus on the players and challenging them. So let's see what did DeMeco have to say when it came to. What was the explanation, what was going on with the team.
In this situation, finally, dig yourself out of this hole?
Yeah, it's no.
Still in the playoffs. How do you, in this situation, finally dig yourself out of this hole?
Yeah, it's no hole. It's we lost the game, right? We lost 2 games we should have won, but to win games, you got to play better. You got to coach better. So it starts with me. I got to coach better. We got to play better. We got to execute better. You got to go win games. You're not just going to be giving games, right? So we got to find a way to make those plays.
Hey, I'm with Coach. It's just not, the games are not going to be handed to you in the NFL. They're not going to be handed to you. We're going to have to find a way to win the games, play better. The coaches are going to have to coach better. The coaches are going to have to coach better. Coach, it was your fault to go for that, 4th down. Take some of that on you, bro. Don't let it. Let's not let you be blameless. We know the players going to have to play better, but and I'm sure you drilled it to him, and I know you drilled it and you worked with him over it and this and that. Somebody's going to have to take, maybe Gerard Johnson, can he get a shot at calling some plays? The quarterback coach, I thought he would have been promoted. I thought he would have took a job somewhere else. A lot of us thought that he was going to take a job somewhere else. Can Gerard Johnson possibly end up with, an opportunity or something? Let's not rush the judgment. We still got to give Nick Caley his learning and his fire, trial by fire. But so far, I'm not impressed. So far I'm not impressed. I don't think a lot of us are. I know a lot of us aren't. We're gonna have to, clean this up and do it quick, because we rolling into dangerous territory with if these boys can keep winning in the division. So I don't know, guys. This was just a pit stop for the night. I promised that I was gonna tap in with the guys, everybody after the night, man, and eventually, man. We'll get it all together. I wanna throw one thing out there too, man. Before I go, we will be. I really, am fan oriented. I'm just a fan, and I'm, like-minded fans. Hey, I'm gonna start having it to where I want to talk directly. If anybody has something to say and wants to address things personally and live on the chat, let's do it. Call in. It'll be there for you. when that time comes, call in. Let's talk. Voice your frustrations. You know, let me know what's on your mind. You know, join the show. You know, be a part of the show. This is what this is about. But at the end of the day, we'll figure out where we are, I guess, about, you know, we need Christian Kirk back. We need Christian Kirk back. We need Braxton Berrios back. These guys aren't, you know, aren't available right now because they already got both of them got hamstring problems before the season started. But I think those guys will make a difference because CJ needs other weapons. He needs some experienced weapons, and that's what Christian Kirk would have came in. These games, I think we were Christian Kirk play away or Braxton Berrios play away from winning these games. And also, CJ's going to have to tighten up and have to sharpen up, man. And that's just the point. That's the point blank period. He's going to have to sharpen up. Again, I was just stepping in because I'm tired. Gotta get into bed. I'm like everybody else, new day tomorrow. Hey, our week gonna suck. We got a shortened week for the next game, though. We can say that Sunday, since it's already Tuesday, basically. Sunday, we'll be back on the field in Jacksonville. And they're gonna be looking to you know, smashes. I think that they're gonna think that we easy prey. I think that they're gonna think that CJ is easy pickings. I think they're gonna think that they can just, you know, come up with some exotic blitzes and confuse them because that's what it's seeming like. That's what's going on here. I don't know. CJ gonna have to wake up. CJ gonna have to wake up, man. What's up, baby? Hey, Larry, if you got something to say, OG, I ran into you, baby. Call in and chop it in with your boy, man. Hey, holla at your boy. I want to hear what you got to say, man. You know, I was disappointed. You was right. You was right, man. When I ran into you at the lobby, man, and you spoke up and you were like, "Hey, you know, what's going on with CJ, man? You know, you were worried with your boy CJ, and you were right, man. I don't know, man. It's crazy. I'm disappointed. Man. I don't know what to say about it. But you know, I'm taken aback by how unprepared these guys look. How CJ seemed to be regressing, man, just so bad. He just seems to be regressing, just horribly so. You know, I can't explain it. I'll put that clip up again, man. If you're checking it out, I want you to check out this clip and just see, you know, what I saw. I mean, this is some things that I saw that just took me aback about CJ, and I just didn't know where this came from. I haven't seen him play this bad before. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts, but I did mention last year that, you know, since that Detroit Lions game, man, he just didn't look the same. I think he was a little, I don't know if the pocket presence is being, you know, all of the hits he's taken has shaken him up or what it could be, but, you know, it's just not the same old, same old CJ from 2023. Somebody give me that back. Give me that back. Oh, it's on the screen. It's on the screen, big dog. You call in on the screen, the number on the screen, and that's the way we're gonna rock this thing, man. You know, yeah, call that number on the screen, man, and we can chat it up live. I really want to hear what you got to say. I want to run this clip by you and one more time and get to see what I'm not familiar with this version of CJ that I'm about to put up here, man, because I was just, like I say, I was taken aback. And for you, okay, yeah, here we go. Yeah, I was just taken aback by this. Let me get this going here. The faith is gone. They losing faith. I'm seeing posts all over. The faith is gone with CJ. Nobody believing in him. He got the whole world hurt. So here go the first one I want to talk about. This one was just crazy to me. You know, this one here was just crazy to me. Let me get this up. Let me get it up on the screen here. This is okay. Yo, can you hear me? Uh-oh, excuse me.
Who's that? Right there.
Hello. Hey. I can hear you. Can you speak? Yo, can you hear me? Hey, can you hear me? You're live.
Blastoff.
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, we hear you loud and clear, baby.
I can't hear you though.
Oh, you can't hear me at all?
Yeah, I can speak, man, but I just don't hear nothing.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me get that set up. I guess that didn't pick you up. Hold on, I got you.
Well, you know what, man? I don't need to hear you. You just need to hear me. You remember when I told you, when we was at the Crown Bar?
Yeah.
Now I can't hear you through the phone.
You can't hear me at all. Oh, you can hear me through live. Okay, I tell you what. Call my number directly, bro. Just call me directly. You got my number, and I can put you in that way. Can you call me directly? I'm gonna call you.
Nah, I don't hear nothing.
I'm gonna call you directly. Yo. Yo. We finna get Larry and Stafford on the phone, guys.
What up, big dog?
Okay, we can hear you. Say it. Can you hear me?
Hey, yeah.
We hear you loud and clear. We got you loud and clear, baby.
Yeah, I was just saying, we chopped it up at the Crown Bar tonight, man. Talking about the Texans, man, and I told you that what I thought was going on with CJ. He just seemed like he was pouting and like he wasn't into it, right?
Yeah.
So
definitely.
we sitting here and we watching this thing fall apart, man. So everybody, as far as what I saw, hey man, that offensive line didn't play bad tonight, man. I think I said this on the radio a little while ago. I don't remember Ursery getting a holding call or getting beat or all this other stuff. I think Titus Howard had one call for holding or something, but the offensive line is not what really the issue for me. Yeah. I told them boys tonight, as everybody was driving home, they need to fire Nick Cayley ass tomorrow, man.
Get him out of here quick.
Quick,
Man.
Blastoff, we have sat through all this before, man. We sat through George Godsey. We sat through Tim Kelly. We sat through Pep Hamilton. Then we sat through Bobby Slowett. And now we sitting, ain't giving these dudes no more time, man.
Yeah,
Hell no.
They definitely not being creative, man. But let me say one thing. What do you think about this? I want you to. Whose fault is this? Who watched this clip and tell me? Let me take that off. Whose fault is this right here? When stuff like this happen?
Hold on.
Come on. Whose fault is that? Run it back. Run that back. Whose fault is that? I want you to tell me whose fault is this right here, brother. That's way too late. That decision was made way too late. This Larry and Stafford, everybody, for those that are tapped in, man. We're gonna put the graphic up. But who can you hear me, big dog?
Yeah, I hear you.
Look at Justin Watson. Watch Justin Watson. Once he beats that linebacker, he's between that's look like I guess that's the safety. I guess that's the safety, or that's the cornerback 27. Man, he could have hit him to the left right there. He could have hit Nico right then.
That's on CJ.
That's on CJ.
That's on CJ. He was late on the throw. He could have got rid of the ball sooner. Justin Watson would have probably made the play. He could have hit Nico sooner. And that's on CJ. And so he's been missing several of those throws in the first two games, right? and the ball's coming out late, and he said, we talked about this during training camp, that their whole thought processes was get the ball out of CJ hands quick and let the playmakers make plays.
Right on. That's
holding on. He holding on to the same kind of issues that we saw him deal with last season under Bobby Slowick, man. And then this is where I'm at with it, because I'm a C.J. Stroud fan. I
Right.
believe that he's a legitimate. He could be a legitimate elite quarterback, right?
Right.
But I'm gonna tell you what some of these boys on these streets talking about. They talking about that C.J. Stroud too emotional, man, because ever since that goddamn Kansas City game
Yeah.
when Tank got
Yeah.
hurt and all
Yeah.
that goddamn crying, he has not been the same, man. And you can't go ahead. You can't play that position and have your emotions on your shoulders when you're trying to lead 11 other guys out on the field, and we don't know if you're going to be able to do what you need to do. He's too damn good of a quarterback. It's time for C.J. Stroud ass to grow up, man. And this, I'm not disparaging this young man. I appreciate everything about him, his character, and all that other shit. But this is about winning football games, man.
That's it. It's just a business, man. And he due for a contract next year, ain't he? They talking about $60
he
million
do
a year.
This is year 3. This is year 3. So they already talking about $65 million, man. You think, hey man, we can't be sitting there. Look, the key to all of it, Blastoff, is this. D'Amico Ryans is the head coach over there, man. And at some point, you cannot let this season go off the rails. Your defense has played 2 games, and they ain't lost the game, 2 games by a total of 6 points. They lost the game in LA by 5, and they lost tonight by 1.
Yeah, that was ugly drive they gave up. Yeah, that last game ended dry. Yeah, that was ugly. That was undisciplined.
Yeah, but if you look at how ugly it was, it's because we was 2 for 6 on 3rd down.
Yeah.
Or 2 for 9.
Yeah.
So you keeping your defense out on the field, and so they had an opportunity to make a stop on 4th and 10, and Tora missed that damn. See, these are little things that losing teams start doing, man, that start seeping into the culture over there, that start getting everybody out their game.
Bruh.
And D'Amico needs to get that thing under control, because I'm telling you, I can't watch too much more of this kind of bad football, dog.
I walked out of there with a pain like my puppy died or something.
Come
did
on,
you feel that? Did you feel?
Yeah.
I felt like my puppy died or something. I'm like, oh my God.
Hey, that's because we want it so bad, and we believe in these boys so bad, and then when they rip our heart out, man, we've been going over there I've been going over there since 2002, dog. And to watch them lose these kind of games, we've been watching this for almost 20 years. These kind of games.
Decades.
These kind of games. And as much as and again, I'm not gonna keep prefacing everything about how much I like somebody, but I'm a D'Amico Ryans fan.
Right.
And the thing about it is, as the head coach over there, I can't understand why you putting Dare Goombawale out there, man. I just can't understand that no more. He's a special team dude.
He's a special team guy. He's great on special team.
He's a special team dude for a reason.
Special team for a reason, man.
If you're going to keep doing these kind of things, or whoever's doing these kind of things, putting him out there in those kind of high-pressure situations, they're doing a disservice to the rest of these dudes. Because I can tell you, as somebody who's real astute on football and what the game is looking like, this team offensively has not shown any kind of improvement. So then what was the purpose of firing Bobby Slowick if you're going to do the same thing?
Man.
There's no creativity to it. I just sat here and watched the Raiders and Chargers play tonight. They got that boy Bobby Haybear out there looking like he the second coming of somebody, man.
Man,
and that's what we thought CJ was going to be doing.
Man, but he doing stuff like this, bro. This is what CJ doing. Look at this here. Watch this. I'm with you. Look at this one. Who was he throwing to, brother? What are you doing? What are you doing? What is this? Who are you throwing? That's all linemen in front of you, dude.
I don't know who he throwing to.
That's undisciplined.
To be honest with you.
That's undisciplined. Looked like he was trying to. Who was at that tight end down there? Looked like he was trying to hit. I'm trying to figure.
Harris? Was that Harrison or whatever?
That looked like either whoever that was coming across on the underneath route, and then Nico was on the upper crossing route. I looked like he was trying to hit Nico, but Nico way too far ahead, and you was throwing off that back foot, and you ain't getting no kind of leverage up under that thing.
No drive. You're not getting no drive on the football off your back foot trying to throw that pass, man.
I wonder if the noise really getting to him, man, because he commented on saying, "Hey, my family know they get mad at it, but I don't get mad. It's just football. They gonna love you one day," which is true. But
But
you hearing the noise,
that's that sensitivity issue. You can't. Hey, man.
man.
Look,
That
I
man
just
come on
told you
time.
it's
That's
time for him to
horrible,
grow up, man. It's
man.
time for him to grow up. This is a grown man business, man. This ain't Ohio State and Little League football. This costs people jobs doing this kind of stuff, man. And so the reason why I'm out on Bobby Slowick, not Bobby Slowick, but on Nick Taylor is this, Blastoff. You can't put C.J. Stroud in the shotgun on no 4th and 1 or 3rd and 1 on from the 1 yard line, man.
Nah.
You can't do that.
Why did they take, like, I think Sean on shout out to them guys, Sean Pendergast, and I think
Yeah, and Clint.
and the Baytown
Yeah.
badass was out there, Clint Sterner. They running the show tonight. But somebody
Yeah.
said, man, why did you take, or caller said that, why did you take Nick Chubb out the game at that point? You supposed to at least get in an element that you're gonna run the ball. They wasn't fearing none of that.
They wasn't afraid of none of it. And then you had British Brooks on your roster. Why didn't you just put him on the 53 today? Why you didn't put him in front of Chubb?
Man, they don't got it figured out. I don't know what's
That's
going
what
on
I'm
with
saying.
Mixon. What's going on with Mixon?
Look, I know I don't know what's going on with Joe neither, man. But they ain't telling us everything, and that's
They never
another
do.
issue. But look, I know you need to get off, man, and get you some rest. But let me say this.
No, go ahead.
And then I'll let you make it. This is the kind of stuff that we have sat through for years, right?
Right on.
And this was supposed to be the time that we had finally had all the levels of this whole organization flowing in the same direction. You have every single thing you need. You got wide receivers, you got a running back, you got dudes on the offensive line. You got everything you need. What I'm seeing over there going on with this thing is this. At some point, uh-oh.
We with you.
Yeah, but at some point, they going to have to figure out real serious if they want to play football, man, because they got they got two AFC South games coming up. You lose those two games, your ass is in trouble, bruh.
Colts 2-0.
Yeah, your ass is in trouble. You lose 2-8 to Jags and Tennessee, your ass is in trouble. Look, man, I told you tonight, man, me and you gonna chop it up, man. I appreciate you letting me get in and talk to your squad, man. Talk to your squad, man, because I'm gonna be up probably another 2 hours just trying not to bang my head against a brick wall, wondering how these boys lost to them Bucks, man.
You doing it like Don Juan out there, man. And hey, I need me a publicist, got dog. Wink, wink.
How we get down, man.
Yeah. No, man, but we appreciate you, man, calling in, OG. And you hit those nails on the head, man. And again, we've been seeing this. This is history repeating itself, and we tired of seeing the same old thing. People spend their money, they invest their time. They put their money in these merchandise, and the time the fan base is posting and the content created based off of this. And you got people that travel statewide, nationwide, to go see these boys. And eventually, I posed the question. I'm gonna let you go here, but I posed the question that, is it the city life or what? Is these boys turned up too much? Because these boys in Kansas City, I don't know what they got. I don't think they got the party scene like we got at Philadelphia. I don't know if they got the party scene like we got out there. Buffalo. Is they can focus more on football? What is it, man? Because did they go out Sunday night? What happened? What happened, man?
Blastoff. These boys ain't out in the city like that, man. I can tell you that.
Shit, they doing fentanyl and all, man.
They not out in the city like that. I'm telling you, man, this is an issue of confidence and belief in that system over there. D'Amico got his defense.
He got his defense. He got his defense. But they getting tired.
He keep putting these dudes in position for his offense. We saw Kubiak do the same thing.
Say that.
We saw Bill O'Brien do the same thing with George Godsey and Tim Kelly. We saw this already, man. If D'Amico had any kind of sense, and I know he got a lot of sense, and I don't mean that to say nothing offensive about that brother because I love him. He would find Nick Haley and go ahead and move
Man.
Gerard Johnson to that spot.
I
right?
said that. I said that earlier. I just said that about 20 minutes ago. I said,
And
can we
then-
see
then he-
Gerard? Can we
and
see
then
Gerard?
Then he bring Kubiak in as a consultant to be able to get CJ back right.
Man.
And if he can't get Kubiak, then you go get Byron Leftwich, or you go get somebody.
Go get somebody experienced with some play calling.
You go get some play calling ability, because what Nick Haley his play calling is limited, man, because he don't have nothing. He putting New England stuff together. He putting the Rams stuff together, and none of the shit that he calling look like either one of those squads.
You know, like I say, big dog, we know you got the pulse of the city, you got the pulse of the team, and you hitting that nail on the head, man. And you know, I can't say more. I can't put it more better than you. I can't put it better than you. D'Amico should have went and got some experience instead of a tight end coach that never called plays. And I'm sorry not to disrespect the guy, but Bobby was looking better than this. I guess. Am I tripping? I might be tripping.
No, you telling the truth, man. And so it ain't. We came out of training camp looking like it was gonna be a lot better than this, man. But like I said, we got eyes. We spent our time over there at the game tonight. We know what we saw.
We know what we saw. We know the money that we spent. And hey, you looked like you was feeling good, big dog. I ain't gonna lie. You look like you feeling good that old ball.
Hey, man, you know what, man? Me and the old lady was there, and I like to say my publicist and all my other clicks. Man,
yeah, you clicked up.
Doing our thing.
You was clicked tight, man. I said, I won't go with him. I had to go. I could. He had the party rolling.
Hey, man, you know how we do, man. But look here, man, we gonna link up and, you know, just try to get this thing popping, man, in our hall.
All right, big bro. Take it easy, man. Thank you for calling in, man. There you have it, guys. We had one of the original. From day one, you heard him say he'd been there from 2002, a season ticket member. That's a long time of dedication, and you best believe that brother has the pulse of the team. I don't know, you know, what it's gonna take. Hey, one thing, shout out to Buck Crazy, bro. I told you, I just keeping it real. This is the Real Talk podcast. I told you I was gonna be back tonight to confront and eat crow, man. And that's exactly what we ended up doing. Congratulations to you guys, man. Your team played well. You came in and took care of business. And you boys got your get back. Baker Mayfield got his get back. Them Buccaneers and Todd Bowles, they got their get back. They did what they were supposed to do. We didn't do what we were supposed to do. That's why it ended up the way it was. We got to clean up. We got a lot to clean up. We got a lot to go over. It's going to be some, I'm pretty sure it's going to be some locker room conversations. People probably giving CJ the side eye. People probably questioning the game plan of, you know, moving forward with Nick Haley. Like Larry said, I mentioned it earlier. You know, it's maybe you might have to let that guy go because this is not team expectations, and you're not scheming these guys open. You're not scheming these guys properly. It sounded good. It sounded real good initially, and we were just happy to get rid of Bobby. That's one thing that I can tell you guys as Texans fans. And Bobby put on a prolific offense that first year. Got CJ Rookie of the Year. So sometimes we be so quick to cut loose stuff instead of let people learn and grow. I'm willing to bet that Bobby this year learned from what he did last year, would have learned from some mistakes and been able to correct and do better than what we're doing now. Hell, we went 10-7 last year. We're not even on the right track right now. We got to get this thing cleaned up, guys. We got to get it cleaned up fast. Texans dropped the ball, like I say, 19-20 to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And one more thing, I'm gonna go back again. We should have kicked that field goal in the early fourth or late third quarter. We should have kicked that old field goal, man, and got that field goal out the way, and it made it look different. I know hindsight is 2020, and somebody mentioned that saying, hey, it's easy to say that about the field goal after they lost by less than, but I was calling to say, and maybe, you never know how this thing goes. It might have the game, that would have swayed the game to go a different way regardless. So it may not even ended that way just because we did kick the field goal, because they weren't playing solid, disciplined football anyway. But, you know, this is something that we all too familiar with, mediocrity. And You know, let's just change the narrative, man. And I don't know what it's going to take, but it's going to take some hard decisions. Like Mr. Stafford said, you may have to cut bait with Kaylee early. Give him another shot. See what he called. If he can get this thing working in Jacksonville, because you losing Jacksonville, bro. You lose your division games, and we already 0-2, period. You can count that. You can count it. You can count it out. You can count it out. We'll get it all figured out, man. We just got to keep faith. We got to keep our faith. I'm not giving up on my boys. Hey, it could be Remember the Titan style movie. It could be one of those movies where, you know, they can write a book on. Because if Texas win, they need the movie. We're going to need a movie wrote. D'Amico Ryans can turn this thing around when all the narratives and people are starting to come at him and Tifa gnashing and wanting jobs and wanting to play. Somebody mentioned, I meant to say this. I want to hear Larry's commentary on this part. And shout out to Larry and staff for calling in, man. He's a real one, man. You know, I rock with him real heavy, man. I thank him for showing love, man, to somebody that's just, you know, a fan just like him. And, you know, he got a huge respect and recognition in the Texans fan base. But somebody sat next to me and say Graham Mertz might be thrown in there. He looked good, but there we go, getting carried away. Graham Mertz didn't play first team defenses. We'll see. Hopefully we'll never see that. You know, unless it's the fourth quarter and we up 20, 30 points with time on the clock, and they just giving the young man some field time, some real life, some live fire. But yeah, man, we'll be back, man, to preview, you know, Jags, Texans. We'll do it on Friday. We'll preview Texans, Jags on Friday. And Friday around 8 o'clock. So y'all be there or be square. And again, man, you know, this is an interactive show. You know, where are you, wherever you are, wherever you're calling from, you know, be sure, don't hesitate to call in. And when you see this number pop up across the screen, hey guys, give me a shout. You know, it's going down, man. This is what this is all about. This is just interactivity. This is my thing. I love interacting with fans and talking and getting their bases. No matter if you're Buccaneers, you Colts, whatever. If you tapped in, you won't talk your mess. Please come in. Just don't be coming with no crazy stuff. Let's just talk football. You know, throw a little trash talk. You know. But this is what this is about. This is the Ryl Texans Talk, man. I am your host, Ryl Blastoff. I enjoyed chatting it up with the guys in the chat. Thank y'all for all the ones that stepped through the chat. Shout out to Larry and Stafford for calling back again. Buck Crazy, congratulations, man. I kept it real. I came back and faced the music, dog. But, you know, we'll meet up again, guys, Friday at 8 p.m., Y'all be looking. If you're not busy, you're not doing anything, tap into the Ryl Talk podcast. Give a call in if you need to chat it up, man. If you got some stuff you want to say, we're going to preview the Texans, the Jags, and Duval. Call in, Duval. Call in when you get a chance, Duval. When you see that pop up next Friday, this Friday coming up, call in. Not now, I'm finna hang this thing up, but, you know, it's there for you. We're going to be more interactive. It's the Ryl Texans Talk. Y'all stay tapped in. Follow on X at Blastoff_ENT. Follow on YouTube at BlastoffENTCO. Follow it. It's all of the know-hows and wherewithals are on the screen, man. You know, just follow, man, and we'll be here. You know, Friday at 8. So be there, meet me there, and be square. And thank you again, guys, for tapping into the Ryl Texans Talk. I am your host, Ryl Blastoff, man. We will meet again this Friday, man, at 8 p.m., man, after Thursday night football. Peace.